Hello everyone, welcome back to Then and There. I have created some things to put in my Etsy store today. I'm going to restock it today, and I'm also going to have a Memorial Day sale this weekend. So if you want to, you can head on over there. I am going to reduce the prices on some things and then also have free shipping on what am I going to say? Free shipping on US sales. How about that? International sales, it's just too expensive. I can't do that. So, and since Memorial Day is a US holiday, I believe that seems fitting to me. Okay, so I worked in sets of 2 today. So, or not today, this week. So, I have 2 of everything. So I'm just going to flip through one of each because, well, except for these 2 are each different, but the rest of these are basically the same, and I'll just flip through one of them. I do have a little bit of direct sunlight coming in right here. I hope that doesn't bother anybody. It shouldn't affect what we're looking at directly. So, but I needed to get this done and uploaded, and I don't have time to wait for the sun necessarily. So I'm going to just start over here with the farthest one. These I'm calling, well, they're neutral colored, and they have sort of a writing theme. Not much of a theme, really. They're just neutral. They don't, like I said, they don't have a lot of theme. They are the same, though not everything is exactly the same. You'll get the gist of it. So we have a what am I going to say? A canvas, not canvas, it is canvas, but a cardstock cover with canvas. This is a printed canvas with like these letters, calligraphy type print on it. I can't think. Let me get my brain straight. And it has a canvas pocket on the front with the tag here, which I did some stamping. It has the alphabet and typewriter and little hand pointing. The back can be used for the title or journaling or what have you. Did a stamping here of some pen nibs and a little bit of stitching here. These are not feminine at all. They're not geared toward men or women specifically. I'm going to zoom in a little bit. I feel like I'm too far away. To get all of them in, it worked, but just to do one. That's better. Okay, stop saying Marcia. Okay. I forgot what I was saying. But, okay, yeah. They're just neutral tans, grays, black, and white. Have a pocket here with this printed fabric, which has this really cool, it has a compass here and pen and writing and maps and notebooks and things on it. This is just some coffee dyed paper for journaling and an index card that has been inked. Lots of coffee dyed paper throughout. This is some baking paper, ledger paper, a pocket here with some coffee dyed just for journaling. This is sewn onto a book page. Vintage sheet music. This is a tea bag, stamped tea bag, which I made a pocket out of, and it just has a stamped card for journaling. And these are yearbook photos. They're from the 50s, 1950s, and there are several of those throughout. And of course, on the other one, the pictures will not be the same, but they'll be of people. Let's just put it like that. We have a envelope here with some more writing paper. This paper did get a little bit of pink on it from, I had done some avocado dyeing, and I used the same baking sheet, and the avocado dye kind of transferred over. Some tissue paper, a dictionary page. I'm gonna get it together, y'all. Maybe. This is just random. There's nothing specific. It doesn't, relate to the book specifically. Some just colored cardstock, some writing paper, coffee dyed graph paper, pattern paper, and basically just everything on the other side. A little pocket here with some vintage paper. All the same stuff. We have a little ticket. just stapled right here, and another one of those yearbook photos. This is a tuck spot here with vellum, and I just made a journaling card out of this textured, it's paper, but it's like, it makes me think of alligator skin. I don't know if that's what it's supposed to be, but it's backed with cardstock so you can write on it. And each journal, anyone who's bought from me before will know that I always send a packet of goodies with the journals. I don't know what I was going to say. Another one of those yearbook pictures and some extra writing paper clipped back here in this pocket. That's those, the neutral, I'm calling those neutral writing journals. And then we have Smile journals. Ooh, that got really bright, didn't it? Okay. These are also standard size traveler's notebooks. I didn't say that about the others, but they are as well. They're 4 1/4 by 8 1/4. This one has a fabric pocket. The color scheme, as you can see, is blue and yellow. I've seen a lot of that this year. It's very popular and I love it. I love the brightness and cheeriness of that color scheme for summer, and I just took it and ran with it. So we have a yellow fabric pocket here and this yellow gingham. And this is a vintage wallpaper journaling card backed with coffee dyed paper. Love, I found more of this, well, I have several styles of this green and yellow pattern and I love them. A little charm pin, or a little garment pin with a bead charm pinned on here. Got some eyelet fabric here. Little piece of vintage floral lace in blue. This is a vintage fabric which I stitched. You can see there is stitching all along it in sort of a faux free motion style. Like I've said before, my sewing machine doesn't do that, so I have to fake it. And it's all throughout. It's stitched all the way around. On the interior is some more wallpaper, vintage wallpaper in a blue and white color. A pocket, a glassine bag pocket with a journaling card here that has a picture from a rose book. I just cut it out and stitched it on there. You can journal on the back of that, and a receipt. I did a little collage on the bag with some lace and this leaf and a little bird and some rickrack kind of collaged on there. A little collage here that says happy. It's very bright and cheerful, very ready for summer. Got some more roses from the Book of Roses, the gardening book page, writing paper. Little tuck spot here with a tag, some lace, blue writing paper. Not everything in this one was coffee dyed. I wanted to keep it bright. The things that are, like this was just stenciled with a doily and some spray ink. A pocket here, kept it bright white. This is just some pattern papers for journaling on. This paper, it's made to look like handmade paper, but it is not. It's just cardstock. Some more stenciling here with a bird in blue, some yellow notebook paper, yellow doily. This is a book page from a home decor, a vintage home decor book, and it has the blue and yellow patterns in it. Got some die cut here, layered with some pattern paper, fabric tab, a double pocket here with a vintage receipt, and some extra writing paper. Ledger paper, and then it's the reverse side of everything. A little bit of stamping here and a lace tab. This flips out, and we have a bird die cut, fabric swatch, stitched on there with a little bit of stenciling that was from the other side, came through, or came around, like that. Some more of that doily stenciling, another fabric tab. This is just a swatch of some more vintage wallpaper that I just decoupaged on. Pattern paper, book page, another pocket here, with some extra journaling space. Did some stenciling inside that. And, oh, this is the packet. This is the other side of the envelope with some more writing paper. This has been stenciled, and this is just for writing. And there's the back side of the journal. Oops. So there are two of those, two smile journals. Whoops. Ah, sorry about that. I just knocked into the camera. I don't know what it did, but anyways. There are two of these, of course, as well. They are I'm calling them small tapestry journals. They have starry silk attached to the spine here. You can take it around and tie a bow if you wanted to. I just wrapped and tucked because it's easier for me, and that's what I prefer to do. It is stitched all the way around. It is also left frayed. It has this beautiful tapestry fabric on the front of it with this floral pinks and purples and blues, a little bit of green. This was a little bit of a challenge because it has the bright white and the like ivory and creamy colors. So I kind of tried to incorporate both. You can see there are two signatures stitched to the spine. And I just left the covers pretty plain because I really love that tapestry. Inside, I was stuck with a pink and white color scheme because I was using my avocado dyed paper, which I thought went really well with this. It matches the pinks and stuff in there. So we have a lace pocket that goes from the front to the back. There's a journaling card here made with a book page, which I gessoed and printed on and backed with coffee dyed paper, stitched around. That's just a vintage image from Graphics Fairy. Some coffee dyed paper. This is what I think some people would call a naked journal. It's not heavily embellished. It has a little bit of decoration like with the fabric tabs and lace stitched on it, but that's really all the decorating I did. Pocket here with just a journaling card. I used some magazine images with some pretty pink florals and neutral interiors. Oops. Some vintage wallpaper. Flips out. Vintage sheet music. This has a few tags and journaling cards and tuck spots, but I didn't fill every pocket and tuck spot. This is a vintage wallpaper tuck spot with a tag for journaling. Another little tuck spot here, and there's a tuck spot on the other side as well. I love how the avocado dyed paper comes out this real dusty rose color. Another pocket here. A tab, a little bit of collage right there with some pattern paper. One of those rose gardening books, pages that is. Ledger paper, a little piece of lace. Pocket with a tag. Some music paper just collaged on there. This is a lace pocket. It flips out that way. Can't turn the pages. It has a lot of space for writing, and of course you can do your own decorating. Like I said, they each come with a little packet of goodies. You can do more decorating with that if you choose to. And there's another vintage wallpaper journaling card. So those are nearly identical, not exact. So if you get one and it's not exact, then it was the one that I didn't show. And last but not least, I have these two pocket, what was I going to call these? I have it written down somewhere. File folder pockets, yes. They are made of file folders, and they're folded and created pockets, and we'll just go through each one. This one has a blue theme with the blue wallpaper, and it has kind of a Paris theme as well. It's got some of this blue fabric tied around with some pinks on it. In the front here is a clip with a key and lock charm. And this is a pocket out of this vintage image with just some journaling paper that has a stamp at the top. I stitched all the way around the wallpaper. It covers the front and the back. When you open it, you have a pocket here, which has another vintage image and some fabric, and just some coffee dyed graph paper for journaling. And this side has a double pocket. It has a, whoops, gotta get in screen. A tuck spot here in the front with a coffee dyed receipt, and a tuck spot in the back with a journaling card. This beautiful toile type pattern on it. And this is that faux handmade paper cardstock. And it has a double pocket on the, oh, I didn't show you this side right here. This has a lace pocket with another vintage image. It has one of my calendars that I print, and it has a tuck spot here as well as a pocket there. On the inside is a double pocket with fabric and lace, and it has another vintage image. Just tucked in here is a ticket which I created that says memories. That was inspired by, oh, Little Miss Daisy. She made some tickets here a while ago, and it inspired me to make some of my own. Inside the pockets are just more things for journaling. There is a vintage image from Graphics Fairy, which you can journal on the back of, and a little tabbed card which says friends, which I printed out on my typewriter, and you can journal on the back of that as well. I didn't do a lot of decorating on this one. I thought it could easily be used for to hold decorating supplies in like a traveler's notebook. It is sized to fit into a standard size notebook, or you could use it as like a card or a freestanding journaling type booklet where you can journal in it, or you can journal like letters and notes to someone to give as a gift if you choose to. This has some butterfly note paper in here, as well as some more coffee dyed graph paper. Here's a tuck spot made out of some more of the wallpaper of recipe divider, which I stamped the word love and put that on there, and a little card in the blue and white pattern. Like I said, they are sized to fit into a standard traveler's notebook. They are not they're not big as in to cover a insert. If it was a plain insert that wasn't embellished and decorated like this, you could use it like that, or you could just put it in on its own elastic as a companion to your traveler's notebook. So there's that one. And the last thing I have here, need some space. This one has a green and yellow theme to it, and wildflowers. I have a little gold clip here with a yellow flower charm on it. Another writing paper here with some stamping on it. A large image of some wildflowers, which I turned green. The cover is some more of that beautiful vintage wallpaper in the yellow and green. This makes a pocket. Oops. In the front there. Inside is a side tuck with some coffee dyed ledger paper for journaling. It says a vintage image and some fabric. This makes a small tuck spot with just a vellum tag. And behind that is a little journaling card. A vintage image of a lady with her flowers, and she's wearing her sun hat. She's been out in the garden, I imagine. Another one of those tabbed cards that says friends, and you can journal on the back of it. The large pocket here is green, and it has this pale yellow lace and yellow rickrack decorating it. Another vintage image, which makes a tuck spot for the little tag that says memories, which you can move and put where you like. Another vintage image of some wildflowers from Graphics Fairy, of course, and this is just some note paper that is yellow, and it has like measurement numbers on the side. It's cute. Excuse excuse me. Here's the wallpaper tuck over here with some more ledger paper and the little divider. And I stamped the word summer to go on that one, and you can draw on the back. Over here is the lace pocket with some more journaling paper and the perpetual calendar, and that is a vintage lace pocket right there. And I kept the back and the front fairly plain so that it wouldn't catch on anything in your traveler's notebook if you chose to do that. So there is everything that is going to be listed in the Etsy shop today, and do check out my sale. And thanks for visiting, guys. Thanks for watching. I appreciate everyone who comes by my channel and watches. Bye, guys.